Let's talk about some seriously big animals that have roamed the earth. These creatures redefine what it means to be huge. From ancient times to modern days, we've witnessed beasts of colossal proportions. So buckle up as we explore the giants of the animal kingdom. Giant Pacific octopus. Giant squids might be all the rage these days, but what about octopuses? The giant Pacific octopus is considered by most to be the biggest octopus species around. The largest living specimen weighed in at 156 lb, but according to the Guinness Book of World Records, the largest ever recorded weighed nearly double, at 300 lbs, with a total arm span of 32 ft. It can be found all across the Pacific Ocean, spending time cruising around at up to 25 mph. Its pastimes include catching smaller prey in a parachute-like web found between its arms and paralyzing its prey with the help of toxins contained in its salivary glands. On special occasions, it's been known to eat small sharks or even wounded seagulls. Gigantopithecus blacki giants, in the folklore or mythological sense, never existed, but will settle for giant apes as the next best thing. This prehistoric mammal finds its closest living relative in the modern-day orangutan. For some perspective, orangutan males weigh approximately 165 lbs at maturity and stand at an average height of 4 feet 6 inches. Gigantopithecus blacki, on the other hand, was built more like a gorilla, but 42% heavier, and is speculated to have weighed up to 660 pounds. People continue to debate the creature's height, but estimates range from 9 to 12 feet. So regardless of where it actually lands along that range, it was an ape that made a big impression: colossal squid. Also known as the Antarctic squid or giant cranch squid, the colossal squid is the largest invertebrate in the world. While the giant squid may be technically longer from tip to tip than the colossal squid, as the result of longer tentacles, the colossal squid beats out its giant counterpart in terms of mass, as well as the girth of its body. Its eyes are the largest of any in the animal kingdom, with an estimated diameter of 12 to 16 inches. Only a few whole specimens of this elusive deep-sea creature have ever been found. It is also rare among squids, since it has rotating hooks to grab its prey. Megalodon sharks have long inspired a primal fear in humans. And to think those that we actually have a chance of encountering today are a fraction of the size of those that used to swim our oceans. Widely regarded as being among the largest and most impressive predators in the history of the planet, the megalodon more than earns the mega in its name. Megalodons are believed to have measured up to 59 feet in length and weighed in somewhere between 66,000 and 143,000 pounds. Add to that a bite force of 25,000 to 40,000 pounds, and you've got a creature that feels downright mythical. Despite some mockumentaries suggesting otherwise, the megalodon went extinct millions of years ago. Quetzalcoatlus. Named after an Aztec deity, Quetzalcoatl, the feathered serpent, Quetzalcoatlus is among the largest flying creatures to have ever taken to the skies. A pterosaur that took to the air throughout the late Cretaceous period, Quetzalcoatlus has generated much debate since its remains were first unearthed in 1975. The creature's weight has been estimated at anywhere between 150 pounds to 550 pounds. That might sound lightish, but remember, this creature needed to take the skies, and that's much heavier than any bird today. Quetzalcoatlus achieved lift with a wingspan that, over the years since its discovery, has been estimated at anywhere between 36 and 68 feet. Saltwater crocodile. Sure, Komodo dragons might be intimidating, but of all the reptiles currently walking the earth, the saltwater crocodile is hands down the biggest. They're commonly found across Australia and Southeast Asia, and they're massive. Male specimens have been recorded weighing in excess of 2,200 pounds and measuring over 20 feet in length. While these particular crocodiles were of extraordinary size, saltwater crocodiles are the only living croc species to regularly reach 16 feet in length. They're considered to be an apex predator, truly at the top of the food chain in their environment. It's a position they maintain by eating anything that dares to set foot, claw, wing, or fin in their domain, humans included. Giraffe. You might not think of them as colossal, but giraffes are freaking tall. In fact, they're the tallest animals on land. Standing at roughly 16 to 20 feet tall, 6 to 8 feet of height can be attributed to their absurdly elongated necks, meaning that on average, the neck accounts for just under half their total height. A giraffe's neck is more than just for show, though. It enables them to reach the leaves of trees in their natural habitat. For male giraffes, the long neck also proves useful during mating season to fight other males in a ritual called necking. Despite their slender build, giraffes are deceptively heavy, males weighing about 2,600 pounds on average. Great white shark. This oceanic hunter requires little introduction, given its prevalence in popular culture. In the case of great whites, the females are typically larger than the males. Confirmed female specimens have been seen to grow up to 4,300 pounds and 20 feet in length, but on average are closer to 15 or 16 feet in length. It is considered one of the largest lamniform sharks, with only the plankton-eating basking and whale sharks beating it out in terms of size when all species of shark are compared. It's not the bloodthirsty man-eater Jaws would have you believe, but it is responsible for more attacks on humans than any of its peers, and has even been known to attack boats. Leus, problematicus. Notice anything about that name? Leus, problematicus earned the problematic in its title because upon its discovery, the fossils were so badly damaged that the researchers struggled to piece it together. First uncovered and documented in the 1880s, this jaw-droppingly massive species of ancient fish was estimated at a staggering 90 to 115 feet in length. Contemporary studies have drastically reduced its size to a much more modest maximum estimated length of 54 feet. But only relative to past estimates could a creature just under one-third the length of a football field be considered modest. Likely a suspension feeder like whale sharks, Leus problematicus remains the largest known fish to ever swim Earth's oceans, which it did at remarkable speeds, considering its size. Patagotitan mayorum. You'd think that, living or dead, all of the world's biggest animal species would have been discovered by now. But in third place, we have a dinosaur that was only uncovered in 2008, announced in 2014 and officially named in 2017. Given the limited samples available, we can't confidently put a cap on the creature's potential maximum size. But based on the fossils we do have, it's been suggested that this giant measured up to 131 feet in length and weighed up to 77.6 tons. If true, this makes the patagotitan both the largest dinosaur and the largest animal to ever walk the earth. Time travelers, you'll be relieved to know that, like other sauropods, Patagotitan mayorum was an herbivore. African bush elephant. The average male giraffe likely towers over even the largest elephant, but elephants bring more than enough weight to the watering hole to make up for their shorter stature. The average male bush elephant is only between 10 to 13 feet tall, but also weighs between 10 to 13,000 pounds, making it the largest terrestrial animal. But bulls have been known to outgrow that average by a wide margin. The largest recorded bull in history roughly doubled it, weighing an estimated 23 to 26,000 pounds at the time of its death in 1956. Although Africa is home to another species of elephant, the forest elephant. They're much smaller than the bush elephant, rarely exceeding 8 feet in height and typically weighing closer to 6,000 pounds. Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Deinosuchus. This terrible crocodile earned the title coconut crab, the largest living arthropod lion's mane jellyfish, the world's largest jellyfish Goliath beetle, the heaviest living insect on Earth. Blue whale. Even the largest bush elephant in history weighs less than 1/10 of an adult blue whale. The sperm whale of Moby Dick fame takes the title of largest brain on Earth, but at 35 to 60 feet in length, it pales in comparison to the length of the blue whale, which typically measures between 69 and 90 feet. Specimens have been found that exceed 100 feet, with one particular female measuring 109 feet. That's longer than a regulation-size basketball court. In terms of weight, the record is 191 short tons. Even when you take dinosaurs into account, the blue whale is the largest creature this planet has ever seen, and still swims among us to this day. Thanks for watching the video, and if you found it informative, please like and subscribe to Time Capsule for similar content. We look forward to sharing more knowledge with you in the future. Until then, take care.